Gobble gobble, let's win $50,000 on Thanksgiving. Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this contest, this free video that takes us to Thanksgiving Day on the Fox Bet Super 6 app. And we have a chance to win $50,000 between Washington and the Dallas Cowboys. All you got to do is correctly answer 6 questions and they'll give you the $50,000 prize. If nobody can do it, then the people who get the most right will take away a guaranteed $1,000 prize split amongst those people. Yep, it's Thanksgiving. It seems like it's always Washington and Dallas on Thanksgiving. This is a pretty common matchup that they do a lot of times. It's always a good one. You're sitting around, you're eating food. This is the afternoon game. Maybe you've slipped into a coma, but fear not. I think this is going to be a really good football game. So let's jump on into it and see how we'll answer these 6 questions. All right, the first question is, what's going to be the last scoring play of the first half? Well, if you look at the Cowboys on the season so far, they have 15 passing touchdowns, 10 rushing TDs. They've got a defense and special teams touchdown, and then they have 18 field goals. If we look at Washington, they've got 10 passing touchdowns, 13 rushing TDs. They got 0 defense and special teams touchdowns, and they've got 14 field goals on the season. This one to me is kind of a guess. You can do some research, but this one takes a lot of luck to get this question right. Out of kind of a guess, I'm going to go ahead and say Cowboys touchdown is what will be the last scoring play of the first half. Question 2 is, how will the first TD of the third quarter be scored? Well, if we look at the stats relevant, obviously, to the third quarter, Dallas is scoring 3.7 points in the third quarter. Washington is scoring 4.7 points in the third quarter. Washington is allowing 2 points in the third quarter. That's really outstanding. And Dallas is allowing 4.9 points in the third quarter. If we look at Washington's game-by-game schedule and kind of look at what they've done in the third quarter, 5 times they've failed to score a touchdown in the third quarter, so that's 50% of the time. And the same thing for Dallas, 6 times so far this season, they've failed to score a touchdown in the third quarter. That's 60% of the time for them. And in week 7, there were 0 points in the third quarter. I'm going to go ahead and say no TD. Look, the stats can back that up. That there's not a guarantee that either one of these teams will get a third quarter touchdown. And I'm going to go ahead and lock in on say no touchdown. Only 6% of the people so far have picked no touchdown. So if we get this one right, we could be in some really good company as we, progress on. Maybe you can even make up if we lose one, because right now only 6% of the people are on no touchdown. All right, question 3 is, how many different players are going to score a touchdown for Washington? 10 players on the season have gotten a touchdown of their total 23, and of their total 23 touchdowns so far in the season, 8 of them have come from one guy, and again, there's 10 players total that have a touchdown. For Dallas, 9 players have gotten a touchdown on the season. They have 26 total touchdowns, and one guy accounts for 7 of their touchdowns. Again, this one's also, kind of a guess and got a little bit of stats there to back it up, but I'm going to go ahead and say 4. So go ahead and give me 4 different players will score a touchdown in this game. What's going to be the total points? Well, currently right now, the overs and unders at 46.5 points. In week 7, there were 28 points. I do understand that game, though, was led by Andy Dalton and Kyle Allen, quarterback-led teams. So 28 points were in that week 7 matchup. So far in 2020, Washington, their overs, they've only hit 4, 5, and 1. And in Dallas, so far, the overs in 2020, they've only hit 5. They're 5 for 5 in cashing the over. So not two teams that either like to score a lot, but then they're also not giving up a lot, as they're under 50% for both of those teams in terms of cashing the overs. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one, 40 points or less. So I got 40 points or less. Question 5 is, team with the most passing yards, or not passing yards, team with the most total yards, and then what are those yards going to be? Washington, they're averaging 345 total yards per game, and they're allowing 338 per game. That's an average of 340 yards in their games. For Dallas, they're accumulating 415 total yards a game. They're allowing 396 yards per game. That's an average of 405 yards. I've gone ahead and averaged the 405 and the 341 together. That comes out to be 373 yards. So go ahead and give me Dallas will be the team that has the most yards. And I'll go ahead and say 361 to 380 total yards for Dallas. And question 6 is always, who's going to win the game and what's going to be the margin? This one's also tough because the win margins here that they give you the windows to pick from are really small. The line is currently right now Cowboys -3. I'm going to go ahead and give the edge to Dallas in terms of winning this game. Nice win last week against a Vikings team that was, obviously building a lot of momentum. They were looking pretty good as they try to get back into their, playoff picture there. And Dallas, stopped them right in their tracks. I like that. I also like that it's Thanksgiving. I also like that it's a home game for Dallas. And Dallas is one of the stadiums that actually is allowing more fans than some of the other stadiums. They're not packing that stadium, but again, they're allowing more fans into their stadium. So I like that. It's Thanksgiving. A tough division here. Whoever wins this is certainly, will be in first place, at least for, till Sunday, see what the Eagles do. But I like the Cowboys in this matchup, and I'm going to go ahead and say they win this game by 7-9. And you guys know the way I do, or I've mentioned it before, the way I do my analysis is I write down all the questions, and then I do everything, and then I start looking it up. And I actually had this game at 24-16. So that's how I then got under 40 points or less total. So I like that I have the Cowboys in my prediction. When I did it, was winning by 8, but then in selecting it, I get 7-9. So I get that touchdown right there. The Cowboys, can win by a touchdown. So I'll see if Cowboys can't hit that 7-9 window for us and keep it under 40 points. All right, guys, good luck on filling out your contest there to win $50,000 on Thanksgiving Day between Dallas and Washington. Hope I've been of help to you. Go ahead and like this video. Drop a comment in there. Let me know what you're thinking. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on the next free contest. I'm Jason Mattis.
Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.